Yeah?
Yeah, no, I hear it.
Yeah?
I hear that music.
It's the guitars of golf.
Oh, yeah. I would love it if we could make a music video to that tune and it's us with golf clubs as guitars.
Naked?
No, mate. Sorry.
Not again.
You keep every idea I come up with recently, you have naked at the end.
Well,
I can tell you in your 30s now. You got the stench of a 30-year-old man. Desperation.
Yeah. Clip that.
Touch me.
We were on a text exchange the other day actually, and I suggested me, you, and Cobra, our lovely sponsor of the show, go out for lunch.
Yes.
And I did say maybe we kiss, maybe we don't.
And do you know what's really interesting about that exchange?
Sean never got back to us.
Sean has never got back to us.
No.
He did the sort of side-eye emoji, and I think he took you seriously.
I think he did.
I think that's the problem. That's what happened there, Tom.
Sean from Cobra Puma, I ain't going to try and kiss you, bro, unless you want me to, in which case I probably will.
Yeah.
I probably will.
Happy. You know that whole sort of shag, marry, shoot? I'll do all three with Cobra. Hang on, no, not shoot. Oh, wait. Oh, God, what have I said?
Welcome back to a brand new episode of your favourite golf podcast. It's Golf is Ruining My Life. Tom, can I get in something quickly before we start?
Go on.
Please scroll to the top of Spotify and give us your ratings and reviews. I feel like I always say this at the end of the episode.
Oh, good, go in early.
Maybe some people don't always get there. We really appreciate all the reviews and the ratings, especially on Spotify. We're like well over 200 reviews now.
Oh, that's nice.
Which is mega.
I haven't checked. I haven't looked on the Spotifys.
I check quite a lot.
Yeah, I can tell.
I love it.
I can
love
tell.
it. What are people saying? Do you love it? What's going on with the show? It does make a massive difference to our rating. Now we are Great Britain's 5th biggest golf podcast.
I mean...
I've put that in my Instagram bio.
Have you? Have you?
Yeah.
I might add it to mine in that case.
Yeah, it's a cool thing.
Nice.
And we will continue to be Great Britain's 5th biggest golf podcast as long as you keep rating and reviewing.
And keep playing golf. I wonder if anyone has given up golf recently. Do you know what I mean? Because there was this whole debate, wasn't there, about Colin Montgomery said to Tiger Woods, "Come on, mate, should have knocked it on the head a couple of years ago." And Tiger Woods went, "Well, you should have, but I'm a champion, so I just keep on going."
Yeah.
That didn't work out so well, Tiger, at the Open this year, fair enough. But I wonder if...
You say, we're recording this on...
I'm so sorry. Massive cough.
We're recording this on Friday the 19th of July.
Yeah.
You don't know what could happen this weekend at the Open in Troon.
When I left home just now, it was about 9 over, so I sort of do. But, I mean, less about professionals... But more about, because I was talking to someone about this the other day. Someone said they were really thinking about giving up golf.
Why?
Can you imagine? Do you know anyone who's ever given up the game of golf? And I don't mean someone who's like played it a bit and then stopped. I mean someone who's like us, like we all are, who listen to the show and watch this show, and then just one day went, I can't do it anymore. It hurts my soul.
There are people, and I think we've spoken to people at Muswell Hill Golf Club who got down to 5 or 6 or 7, really in your bracket of golf.
Sure.
And were trying so hard to get to single figures and scratch.
Yeah.
And they wound themselves up so much that they took a big gap from golf. What's his face do it? Jason?
Yeah, Jason did it. Again,
I think Jason took a gap.
Similar sort of thing. I would say, though, recently, when I've had a couple of ridiculously good rounds, like best I've ever played rounds, right? At the end of it, my urge and my hunger to go back and play golf isn't there. And yet, when I then go out and shoot bad stuff, I want to get back and fix it. The drive is there when I've played badly. My sort of need to look at my diary and go, when can I get 9 holes in? When can I fix this? That golf at its most addictive is when I've played badly. When it's gone well, I've honestly just been a bit like, weird.
Nice day at the office.
Yeah, I'm not playing till Tuesday. That's all right.
I would say the majority of people that quit and walk away, especially at our level, which
cowards.
is if you cowards, obviously goes without saying,
Scum.
especially people that listen to this podcast and me and you.
Yeah.
It's only the people who gets too frustrated and
Yes.
go, "Oh, it's just not. I'm not getting any better.
Yeah.
I'm wasting all my time.
It's
I'm
a
getting
time
worse."
thing. Obviously, there's injuries. I know one person who stopped because of a back injury.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I mean, they're not part of this debate.
We're
Fine.
definitely not talking about
Cool.
them. What is the thing you would miss most if you stopped playing golf tomorrow? If you gave up, what's the thing you would miss the most?
When you say give up, can I still engage in the sport? Can I watch it and all that?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You just like switch it off from your life. Because some people do that. They're just like, I just can't stand it anymore.
No, I'd never be able to do that.
But if you did, what was the thing you'd give up the most, you think?
I'd
You'd miss the most. What would you miss?
and it's very apt, the Monday after a major, I'd miss watching the majors. I miss watching it and watching the players and just the chat and engaging in the stats and just the whole aura of golf. I would hate from a fan point of view. That's what I would miss the most. I'd miss the majors. From a playing point of view, I'd really miss holiday rounds of golf with my friends.
Yeah,
Those are
that's
the
a good
best.
one.
Like, do you know we say the airport beer is the best beer?
Oh, yeah.
The holiday round of golf
Yeah.
is the best round of golf.
I definitely miss holiday. Playing golf with my kid has just become this incredible diamond in my life that's just appeared. My kids, plural, I should say. They're both playing. Oh, my God. It's fine. They won't be listening. But on a sort of bigger thing, I really enjoy, obviously this, but I enjoy seeing you talking about the ins and outs, the intricacies, the details. Similarly, when I'm at the golf club and I bump into friends and we talk about it, there's an instant connection you've got with other golfers. And I think that's something which we accidentally have stumbled into with this show, right? Where people go, oh, you get it too. You get this web of thoughts and contradictions and worries and concerns and anxieties and sometimes pleasure is attached to this sport. And you meet someone else and in 4 or 5 words, you get it too. And I find that connection just deliriously comforting.
When you get into your 30s, as I now am,
welcome.
And I'm going to generalize here and say bloke, because I know we actually did this on the show a few months ago. Yeah. We do have female listeners.
Hello, both of you.
We were as shocked as, quite literally, hello, both of you. Most 3. As blokes, you're often dragged to parties with wives and other halves, and they're with their friends, and there's a collection of other blokes who aren't really your friends, but you sort of know them to some degree. Yeah. Golf is the great chat leveler.
Yep.
If you're into golf, you've got something to talk about. That'll get you through. Golf, mortgages.
Yeah.
And I've recently engaged with trying to do my lawn up. God, I'm boring. I'm boring myself now.
You should be in your 50s, man. Exactly that, like that sort of the bridge that golf offers socially.
Yeah.
Happened to me. I was filming something in Disney World last year, right, for work. And I was really missing golf. It was quite a nice day. I wanted to be playing. I hadn't played for like 10 days. And I was just sad. I was golf sad, right? And I saw a guy walking towards me in Disney World with a Titleist hat on. And I peeled away from the camera crew and went, guys, 1 second. And it was like seeing almost like an old school friend.
Yeah.
Hello, mate. We're in the same... What do you play? Like, I just felt I had to say hi. So I went, oh, Titleist? Yes, what do you play off? And he went, oh, it's just my brother's hat.
No.
So sad.
Oh, that is so depressing.
So
do other sports have this?
That's a great question. Do cyclists see a brand on someone's jacket or see a certain type of Gore-Tex watch and go, oh, hello, you?
Maybe football fans do. I feel...
Oh, well, obviously the football strips, yeah.
If you were a United fan and you saw someone on holiday and they had a United top on, instantly you're like, oh, yeah, blah, blah.
I guess so, but football's so ubiquitous. It's so absolutely everywhere. It's probably lost that special connection. Unless it's another Hereford United shirt. You know, I had a Bristol City shirt for a while and someone saw that and whatever.
That's true. It's too big.
It's too big. But to see another golfer anywhere in the world, especially if you're in a non-golf scenario, and to be able to go sidle up. I see you've got the got the code on. Yeah, very nice. Let's talk about PXG.
It is one actually, because obviously we live in London, and you often get the tube, and one in every blue moon you'll see someone on the tube with a golf bag.
I talk to them every single time.
Do you?
Every single time.
I've never done it. And if someone did it to me, I'd be over the moon with it, but I've never done it.
We need to have, it's like, what's that car in the old days? The Volkswagen Beetle. Beetle drivers used to wave to each other.
Right, oh, yeah, like mini drivers. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like golfers on public transport, specifically in a non-golf situation, I'm not suggesting that a train going to St. Andrews
oh my God,
full of golfers should all be waving to each other. That's just arranged. You might even say a special train. What I'm saying is if you're on the Piccadilly line and you see some guy who's heading up to Cockfosters to go and play that course near Cockfosters, you got to say, hello, mate. You played or you on your way? Nice.
Yeah.
Who are you playing with today? What are you shooting? What's your handicap? The other day, was dropping my kid's friend off, right? And I was pulled over, chatting to the mum of this kid, having a bit of... And this guy walked past with golf clubs, and I just stopped my conversation with her. Sorry, Amy. Mate, excuse me? Where are you playing? Just start...
Yeah. What you got in the bag?
Yeah.
How are you playing at the moment?
You're doing 18. Should be nice out there. Greens are quick. Sorry, Amy, what were you saying? And then back to the conversation.
And it would make my day. Because tubes and train journeys are boring and long. And if someone broke that chat up with a little bit of golf for me, my goodness, would I be over the moon.
Is it worth getting a badge? On public transport, you get a baby on board badge.
Yeah.
Happy to chat golf.
Yeah. Some badly behaved dogs get a don't touch me, I'm a scared dog badge.
Seriously, if we get a badge sponsored by the show that just says happy to chat about golf.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't think anyone's going to wear it because you look like an absolute loser, but
I would. In fact, I'm going to stick it on. I'm going to film myself for a day and see how many people come and talk to me about golf.
hi, I'm a golfer, please talk to me.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think that's some sort of like Jehovah's Witnesses used to do before they went all silent and they just stand there now, but they used to come up to you and chat to you. I'm going to do it with golf.
Especially perfect for the stereotype golfer, which is the divorced man, potentially going through a breakdown. Please talk to me, I like golf. That would really help them.
I need a new family now.
And I feel like it's wild for us to be the day after a major and for us to not touch on the Open at Royal Troon.
What a watch. What a watch. Lovely selection of weathers. Well done there, climate.
A smorgasbord. And I've got a hot take.
Okay.
Well, is this the hottest take? I don't know. For so long, the Masters was my favourite major.
Okay.
It was always my favourite major. It was perfect. It was the first one of the year. It was beautiful. There was something about the pristineness of Augusta that I loved.
Yeah.
And this year, I've changed.
What?
The Open Championship is my favourite major of the year.
That's huge.
And
That's huge.
And if
Not
it's
just because of what happened this year, then.
Nope, nothing to do with what happened this year.
Just, okay, you need to take me through why, because I'm afraid I love the Open, but for me, it's always going to be the Masters. Take me through the tentpole reasons that is making the Open now your favourite major.
Because I think there is a beauty to golf. There is something deeper than the sport that golf has.
Wow.
The way it takes over bits of land and the bringing friends together and all this sort of thing. And I think when you watch the Masters, it's too clean. It's too pressed and pristine. It's too much like what you'll see on the PGA Tour for the rest of the year.
I understand.
And
it's like a sort of perfect Truman Show version of golf. Okay.
And that's not what I want from golf. I thought that's what I wanted from golf. I thought that's what I wanted golf to be, was this perfect, that's exactly it, the Truman Show of golf. It isn't. What I want, I want the true test of golf.
I want to watch a man who's just qualified from Australia slicing his ball onto a beach for the first shot of his tournament.
And my God, did you feel bad for him? I felt so bad for him. Did it go on the train track or did it go over the train track onto the beach?
It landed in Ireland. Yeah. It actually landed, ironically, on the green at Portrush. Yeah. So he's actually played the first hole of next year's
12 months ahead, you're all right.
Well played. It was incredible. I understand what you're saying. There's a
do you see what I mean by that?
No, I do. I get it. And you'll often get interesting stories and things. I would just pull back a little bit. There's something unique about the Masters, which is that in April, we're still somewhat in the darkness of winter. We're just coming out of that hibernation. And the Masters gives us flowers, spring, sunshine.
Yeah.
It pulls us out of that hermit place. And that is a really deep thing. That's a deep reason why I love the Masters. Also, the Masters is on in the evening. And this major was the first major of the year where you can just sit all day and have it on. There was a lovely moment, and this speaks to how popular golf is. There was a lovely moment during the cricket match, the test that's just happened at Trent Bridge, right? All these cricketers, they're sat up on the balcony, they're batsmen waiting to go in, right? They've got nothing to do. And the commentators are talking about the cricket, and you could see these guys doing the sort of looking out, and then every now and again you see their eyes drawn to something they had with them on the balcony. What are they watching on that balcony? And it turns out they're watching the Open.
Brilliant.
On an iPad. Because golf, and I don't think any other sport does this, golf is popular with all professional sports. So many professional sports people love golf.
It's a lot of sports people's second sport, isn't it?
Yes.
Loads of footballers, obviously football's their main thing, and then we'll have golf on the side.
So that's special about the Open because it's on in the daytime for us.
And did you do the 6:30 get up?
Yeah.
Yes, so did I.
Yeah.
So did I.
And
it's brilliant.
It was Justin Leonard.
I missed the first one.
Okay, fine.
I think I sat down.
Don't tell him because he was hoping you were watching.
Yeah, no, I missed that first one. I sat down with a coffee at probably 6:50, 7 a.m. on Thursday. And then this morning, Friday, I went for a little run and then sat down at just after 7 and watched. It was brilliant.
I'm going to tell you about the best golf spectating experience that I could imagine. It didn't happen to me.
Okay.
It happened to my brother, and it made me genuinely jealous. There was something uniquely special about the way he went and watched a professional golf tournament a couple of weeks ago, and I am so jealous of what he did. I want to do it next year.
Do we have to do adverts first?
We've got to go to some adverts.
Before we do this, before we move on, so there's no way that I can convince you that the Open is the best major.
there is no way you can convince me that the Open is the most enjoyable major to watch. Is
Okay.
it the best one? The thing I love about the Open is whoever wins it is the champion golfer of the year.
Which is so ballsy of us to have that, isn't it?
And what's that,
Forget
America? You've got almost all of the majors.
It doesn't matter.
75% of the majors.
This, my friend, is the champion golfer of the year. I totally agree with you.
So is the Open the best major of the year? 100%
Well,
it's the best major of the
we
year.
certainly think it is.
It is factually the best major of the year. Is it the best experience to watch? Yeah.
I just think for me, it's on a deeper level.
Okay.
It just connects with something deeper that I don't think the Masters does
Yeah.
because it's too pristine.
I understand. It's just a bit unkempt. It's slept rough for a couple of nights, hasn't it? It's just a little bit wild and dangerous.
Yeah, it connects us back to that home of golf. It has that Scotland thing.
Yes.
It has that, this is where golf started. This is what it's really all about. It's starting a ball two greens to the left because of the wind that's off the sea.
Yeah.
And you got to play it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
of
It's really hit me this year.
It's been brilliant. Let's
Adverts?
stop adverts.
Adverts.
And then I'm
You
going to talk about this random thing that my brother did. Stand by.
Right, welcome back to Golf is Ruining My Life. Best spectator experience.
My brother went to watch the. I actually should know what it's called off the top of my head. Is it the Women's Championship, the French Open?
Okay.
It's at Evian in South France.
Yes, I know exactly.
Right by Lake Geneva.
Off of the water.
Off of the water, right? And it is. I really wish I knew what it was called. I want to get the language right.
It's a really big major on that tour, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a really, really big event because I see friend of the show, I think Sophie Walker's been a few times.
Yes.
And spoken about it. And there's a lot of social media around that event.
Yeah, it's called the Evian Championships.
Yeah.
It's the ladies Evian Championships, and because it looks so beautiful there,
Even sounds glamorous, doesn't
it does.
It does. Glamorous.
And because it's right by Lake Geneva, it looks absolutely stunning. And there's something about the course; it's quite hilly as well. It looks quite. Obviously, I'm not comparing it to Augusta, but it's got a very special sort of aesthetic to it. It looks beautiful and plush and lovely. And my brother was on holiday nearby, and he realised this was happening, right? And he's a bit older, my brother. His kids are grown up. He's not like got loads of kids with him and stuff. He's got his wife, but she was chilled. And he was like, I'm going to go and watch the Evian Championships by myself.
Wow.
And he went, got a backpack,
Yeah.
probably a couple of baguettes in there.
Yeah.
Maybe a pain au chocolat.
This is offensive.
Maybe a bottle of Evian water,
Yeah.
right? Lazy French stereotypes?
Yeah, why not? Why
Peut-être.
not? You know.
And he went down to Evian and he spent the whole day watching golf. And I just thought, there's something uniquely brilliant about that. First of all, we should all watch more women's golf because watching the way that women play golf is so important for us as amateurs because they don't have, if you watch professional men, they're all like, look at Rory now, he's bigger than Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Modern reference.
Couple of drives were over 400 yards.
It's madness.
At the Open
Watch
this
how
year.
women play. It's so much better to see timing and perfect movement, right? First of all. So that's a golf thing. Secondly, it was spontaneous. He just went, that's happening tomorrow. I'm just going to go. So he didn't have ages thinking about it because sometimes we overthink these.
Yeah.
Don't we? We can be a bit like, oh, that day's going to be amazing and all the things I'm going to do. And there's a time and a place for that. But sometimes I'm just going to go.
And what a joy that you could just get tickets as well.
And you can just get
Oh,
tickets.
yeah. I'll just go along. Yeah.
You watch great golfers, the best golfers in the world.
Yeah.
It's in a beautiful location and it's spontaneous. And it was a perfect day because it was a nice breeze, like 22 degrees. I just thought, I'm so jealous of that. Being by yourself's a big part of it as well. No offense, because we went to watch the Open together, obviously.
Yeah, and you know what, actually, Tom, I didn't enjoy it as much, and this is not a hot take really, without you there. I didn't really, when you left, I was just a bit like,
Yeah.
there was no one to talk to anyone to about what you were watching.
You're right. And you can go and start chatting to strangers, especially when they've got a badge on that says happy to chat golf.
And we're back to the badge. We're back to the badge, baby.
So the
badge is going to work. Okay, I'm sold on the badge.
Anyway, I just thought that was just such a perfect way. And do you know what? He had the absolute best day. He loved it.
If you want to do that spontaneous, just going along.
Yeah.
I imagine I've never done a big ladies LPGA event or a big ladies golf event, but I imagine because the crowds won't be quite as big as like the Open or something like that.
Yeah.
Your access will be so much better.
Yeah, but we've talked about this before, right? With things like Corn Ferry or Clutch or all these events, or Open qualifying. Oh my God, don't go to the Saturday of the Open.
No.
Watch that on telly. Go to the smaller events or the practice days. You get better access to players and you see golfers. So you may not see Scotty Scheffler on the Corn Ferry. Who cares? You're going to see golfers trying and being utterly incredible right in front of you.
Yeah. This is why I love open qualifying. And that's something I was going to say. If you want that experience, open qualifying is your place to do it because you could just turn up, no need to have tickets. I think it was, didn't Sergio Garcia do open qualifying this year? That might be right. And had a huge crowd of people following him round. And you could just walk next to him.
It's amazing open qualifying as well because it's a great leveler for the game, right? And we often compare golf to other sports. But in what other sport does someone like Justin Rose, who shot a 63 at qualifying at Burnham and Barrow to qualify for the Open, right? In what other sport do you see a great professional footballer go and have to reattain their position or do trials to get themselves? These golfers are putting themselves with, players 20 years younger, super sharp, super hungry, and beating them and then some.
But
it's amazing.
This goes back to what I was saying. And it's that's also what's such a big draw for the Open for me is that I want to say, was it Joe Dean maybe?
Okay.
Was the golfer, that might not be the right name.
Lean into it, commit to it.
Joe
Dean, yeah.
Joe Dean, lovely Joe Dean was a golfer who played in the Open this year.
Yeah.
He qualified. The week before the Open, he continued his normal job, which was as a delivery driver for Morrison's, and then got in his car and drove to Scotland and teed it up in the same competition as Tiger Woods.
Oh, that's incredible.
Isn't that a beautiful story?
And probably beat Tiger Woods as well.
It wouldn't have been hard with 9 over on day one.
Amazing. No, I love it. I think that golf has got at its heart that attachment to grassroots, and you've got to fight. Even the top guys have got to reboot.
Tennis has a bit of it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I think
true,
tennis has, because that's the whole reason the Emma Raducanu story was so great. I'm not a big tennis fan.
She lost to a qualifier in Wimbledon this year.
No, when she won the US, she might have done.
She won the US
but when
Open,
she won the US
qualified.
Open, she qualified. To put that in a golf context,
tennis does it, probably snooker does it, probably darts does it. Okay, fine. There's loads of sports, but it's still,
there's so many examples that don't, like the football doesn't have that example, rugby doesn't have that example, and I think the sports that do have it, there is such a beauty to it, and that's the reason the Emma Raducanu story was so great, is because imagine an amateur with the name with a little A next to it, turning up and winning at Troon.
I mean,
it could have happened.
Is an amateur gonna win, not even a major, a professional tournament anytime soon?
I think it's more likely now than it ever has been. Sort of. That's a sort of a double-edged statement, that, because you see, they were talking about this on the commentary. You see golfers now come out of the collegiate system in the US and they are hot. Colin Morikawa, bang, out the blocks, winning tournaments, winning majors.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. In the 90s and noughties, it was 10 years. 10 years getting your craft in, and then you go and win.
Tiger was a massive exception.
Tiger was a huge exception.
There's that famous interview, isn't there, with Tiger the week before the Masters, saying he wanted to win it, and someone going, grow up, kiddo.
Yeah. Just wait, or whatever it was.
Yeah, but he was the exception. You're right. There was always this, earning your stripes for 10 years. And you're absolutely right. Maybe the collegiate system that they've got out in America is professionalizing these people so quickly. But then there's often a dip. So you look at your Spieths, and Morikawa, obviously, is amazing.
Yeah.
God, he's incredible. But
fall off a bit.
Hard to sustain that pace when they come out of the traps.
Yeah.
But Spieth is a good example, because he came out and it was like, what? And Scheffler did it a bit, and then he had a wobble last year. You can't sustain it for long, but it's always impressive when they explode. Was Oberg like that as well? Was he college system in America, or was he just Europe?
Oh, that's hard. I would bet my life, and I don't know this is a fact, I'd bet my life Ludwig was collegiate golf.
He looks like a collegiate golfer.
He has to be.
You get the feeling that for American college golf, they say you need to be over 6'4".
Yeah. Good looking, great swing.
Yeah, exactly. How are your teeth? Yeah, fine, you're in.
Perfect.
Good at golf, don't care, mate.
Doesn't matter. How long we got left?
We have got 5 minutes left.
I've got a question for you, and I think I know the answer.
Okay.
There's this. I was thinking about this based on the fact that obviously the Open's been on, and famously Turnberry no longer in the Open rota of courses because of
DT.
Yes.
Your man Donald Trump.
And I know a few people who said they wouldn't play it because of the Donald Trump association.
Right.
My question is, Tom Price, would you play Turnberry?
Oh, the thing is, me not playing Turnberry is not going to make any kind of statement to the world about Turnberry and Donald Trump's politics, is it?
Okay.
That's the problem. if you are a high-profile golfer or a high-profile person and you turn down that sort of thing,
It's a statement.
it's a statement. Tom Price or Tom Green not playing it.
Do you think it gets back to Trump if Price says no?
He done what?
He did what?
He thought he was the best golfer. I can't do that.
It's not far off.
No, it's just I just don't think it would be effective. Okay, but you know what? That's me wiggling myself out of the question. If I was a high profile, say I was a really high profile golf influencer with a top 5 UK podcast, right?
Oh, guilty.
And Turnberry invited us to play there, would I play it? Yeah, I would play it.
Yeah.
I would play it. Yeah. I disagree with Donald Trump's politics on just about every single level. But I don't see that me playing golf endorses his political opinions.
No.
That's what my take would be.
Yeah. I think I'd play it.
Yeah.
I agree with you. What we do on this level has so little effect on that course and where our political ideologies lie that it really doesn't matter. But I think the fact that people say they won't play the Elsa course and have that, and obviously the amazing lighthouse moment and just play that beautiful golf course because of Trump's association, because there are people that say that.
Yeah. Well, there are people similarly who don't play private courses in America. They only play public courses out of principle. And it's like, you have to admire them and then take a long, hard look at your selfish, sorry self and go, yeah, I'm a terrible person.
And anyway, I just want to play nice golf.
When's my tea time?
Yeah, I will play that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Next week on the show, we've got an email that I've read that we're not going to do today because I think we're going to do an email special later this week.
Lovely.
All about munis and munis around the world,
I saw that, which
is really interesting. We do need more emails. So the toms at golfisruiningmylife.co.uk.
Please get in touch. The toms at golfisruiningmylife.co.uk. We are getting back to that time of the year where my favourite topic rears its ugly head. And we touched upon it a few weeks ago.
Winter golf?
No. God, no. Don't.
Your favourite
golf presents for Christmas? No.
Oh, God, no. That will come around in a few months for the podcast, though.
There's something about this discussion that is so utterly, utterly us. What clubs do I take on holiday? Welcome.
Back to this one.
Welcome to the tedious minutiae of Tom's club choices for his trip to Cornwall. So I'm off to Cornwall in a couple of days. I've got 3 rounds of golf. I've got to work out what's going to fit in the almost pencil bag. It's not quite a pencil bag because I don't really want people to think I have a pencil bag because they give me the ick.
Really?
I find pencil bags disgusting.
What? We've never spoken about this.
If I see someone walking along with a pencil bag, I'm just like, mate, sorry, the crazy golf's just at the end of the pier. I don't know why you're here. I hate pencil bags. I can just about get by with those little smaller bags with the little stubby arms that stick out.
I think they're worse.
No, they're okay.
If you were to take a pencil bag, own the fact you got a pencil bag. Get rid of those legs.
Pencil bags they're great. They're so small.
Yeah, I know.
It's just like a sort of long canvas can of Coke and it's stuffed with golf clubs. It's so functional and joyless. The joy of a golf bag I want 25 zip-up pockets. There's nothing better than getting a new golf bag and spending like hours. Oh, here's one. I can zip this and go straight into the bag.
And can we just mention that not all golfers know that zip exists?
Yeah.
There is just so we all know.
Oh, this is a great fact. You need this in your life.
Just so you all know, guys, and you might not know about this. You know that big pocket in your golf bag? The really long one? Zip that down. Take a look inside the pocket. What's there?
It's another zip.
There's another zip.
There's another zip.
Zip that down. What have you got access to?
You've got access to the place where your head covers have fallen, where loads of teas have fallen.
Your phone. Your phone's probably down there.
A biscuit. Imagine if your phone fell down there, but you spent at least an hour walking around the golf course looking for your phone, and the whole time it was on your back. Imagine that, Tom Green.
Yeah, I do. Who would do that?
That would be so mad.
Imagine you then took all the golf clubs out to try and get the thing in the bottom, and you put your hand all the way through the bag from the top, and it's like up to your arm, and you couldn't get down there. Just open the zip, and then look at the other zip.
Yeah.
Some people don't know this exists.
No, I know. Everyone wants to do an impression of a vet trying to get a calf out of a cow, just really going right in shoulder deep. You don't need to.
You don't need to.
There's a zip right in there.
I love pencil bags because it reminds me of playing junior golf, and it really connects me with that summer golf thing.
Where's your bottle go? Where does the bottle go? Bottle of water.
There's one big pocket.
Yeah, it's not big enough.
Go in there.
It's just not big enough.
And you lay it down on the side of the tee, and you just flip it out of there, and you just maybe once again it's golf becoming more romantic than me.
Yeah, I'm not going to kiss you.
No,
it's not going to happen. All right, listen, we're out of time. Thank you so much.
I felt like you were starting something then, and we got onto golf bags, and I can't remember what you were starting.
I was just starting. Oh yeah, I was starting. Do you know what? We'll do it next week. We'll do it next time. what golf clubs am I going to take on holiday with me?
Right, yes.
Because it's huge. It's a huge topic. It's at least half an hour.
It is at least half an hour.
We
And
need to
next
give that
week could
time.
be an email special. I felt like you were going somewhere, and it felt very unsatisfactory to get all the way to the end and then nothing.
When have I ever gone anywhere with any of these statements, Tom?
Yes, that's true.
They're always dead ends.
If you've got to this stage of the podcast, please go and give us a rating and a review. It means a lot to us. And we will continue to be Great Britain's 5th biggest golf podcast.
It's a role we take very, very seriously, and we thank you for your part in it.
See you next time.